We have it. We good? All right. Call to orders. Welcome to our meeting tonight. Have a little crowd tonight. We're not used to this kind of a crowd in our evening meetings, but tonight we'll have a pledge of allegiance by Councilwoman Betsy Means Davis and the prayer led by Councilman Chuck Reed. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, please be with us tonight as we do the work of the people. Help us to make good decisions and help us to always remember who we're working for. Please watch over everybody in here and let everybody get home safely. In the Lord's name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Ashley, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Wilson.
Present.
Councilwoman Means Davis.
Present.
Councilman Johnson.
Present.
Councilwoman Sanders.
Present.
Councilman Adams. Councilman Harold.
Here.
Councilman Reed.
Present.
Okay, before we kind of get into it, just to let the crowd know, it looks like the topic you have brought with you is one that's not on our agenda. Typically, we do not entertain topics to be discussed that are not agenda items. However, if you have a leader or person at the end, we'll have a time for a couple comments, okay? First item on the agenda, reading the minutes from the October 20th meeting. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion and approved, so moved. Any comments or discussion? Hearing none. All votes in favor? say
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. On to old business. We have we have a little amendment to our ordinance number 253045, the UDO text amendments. Councilman Wilson.
Whereas the Common Council of the City of Shelbyville voted to approve ordinance number 25-3045, amending the City of Shelbyville Unified Development Code on October 20th, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve.
A motion and a second.
Evening, Council. Adam Reed, Planning Director. This is the set of UDO amendments that we heard there 1 or 2 council meetings ago. It went to Plan Commission for the public hearing and the formal recommendation. From that hearing, they recommended 2 amendments. One was just a mistake on staff's part. We had left a paragraph out of the final draft. And then the The other amendment had to do with the original text of the language set a fixed per square foot cost for sidewalks that weren't being installed right now. Instead of setting that cost and it immediately being out of date, we worked with Jenny and the amendment would add language that would allow the city engineer to, based off current pricing, set that price in that exact project and in that exact amendment. So those are the only two changes. Aside from that, they forwarded a favorable recommendation on the whole set of UDO amendments. So I believe procedurally, they would adopt the amendment, and then the next thing on the agenda is the actual ordinance.
Yeah, procedurally, you'll need a motion to adopt the amendment, a second, a vote on the amendment, and then you'll vote to adopt the ordinance as amended will be the appropriate motion if you adopt the amendment.
Okay, any questions for Adam? Any questions? Okay. So we have a motion and seconded. All those in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. So then on second reading for the ordinance number 25-3045, we don't need to reread anything?
Ms. Wilson can read, and then you'll
Okay.
need a motion to pass as amended.
Gotcha. Councilman Wilson.
Whereas the Common Council of the City of Shelbyville, Indiana recognizes the need for orderly growth and development within the city of Shelbyville and those areas within its
I make
planning
a motion to
jurisdiction.
pass as amended.
Second, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Good. Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you.
Second reading, ordinance number 25-30-46, amending the non-reverting aviation development operating fund. Councilman Wilson.
Whereas the City of Shelbyville Airport now sells aviation fuel and it is receipt of revenues from the sale of the fuel, and Common Council has
Motion to
reviewed.
approve. Have a motion second. Do we need any comment? We discussed this at the last meeting, so we understood what this was. Anything else to add? Ms. Jenny?
No, sir, unless anyone has any questions.
Okay, any questions, any comments? Okay. Hearing none, all in favor of the amendment as proposed, vote aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. New business. First reading ordinance 25-3047, creation of a non-reverting sidewalk fund. Councilman Wilson.
Whereas the City of Shelbyville adopted ordinance number 25-3045, amending the Uniform Development Ordinance to create a fee in lieu program for the payment of a fee in lieu of installation of a sidewalk.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion approved. Any comments or questions, Jenny? Who would be?
Good evening, council, Jenny Meltzer, city attorney. What this does is actually create the non-reverting sidewalk fund in the section of the ordinances where it needs to be. You cannot create a fund in your uniform development ordinance. So although it was referenced in the uniform development ordinance that you just approved under 25-3045, we need to actually create the fund in the list of fund in your code of ordinances. So that's what this ordinance does.
Okay. Any other questions from council? Ms. Meltzer, comments from the audience, questions online, actually? Seeing none? Okay, all those all those in favor on first reading passing the measure, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. Okay. Any reports from committees, boards, or commissions? I know we talked about, we have a committee meeting set up for ordinance next
Monday.
week on Monday. That is an
4:30.
open meeting, should anyone want to attend. I know there's a couple growing topics there specific to e-bikes on trails and
Golf carts.
Is that both of them
Yes.
right now? For right now, but that's for Monday afternoon for those interested. An overnight.
That's right,
po-
yeah.
an overnight
Right,
parking
right.
being addressed.
Park- Yes.
Okay. So
The
be-
Tax Abatement Committee will be looking at dates before our next meeting.
okay. Any other comments? Committees, what have you? Would like to comment real quickly on the couple recent activities. We've been out of town a little bit, but the trunk or treat activity that was held on the square was again a massive success. Great job with the committee and the group from Colston Elementary that participated in that. Tremendous turnout from around the county as well as the city. Great Chamber of Commerce weather helps that kind of activity a great deal kind of thing. So good job with that, and heard similar comments and praise for the park department with the Halloween trail activity out at the park. So good job on all of those things. Okay. Any other comments, requests from the citizens? So as I indicated, if you'd have one person, try to keep your comments limited to a few minutes to represent your cause and why you're here, it would be fine. Please identify yourself, name, home address, where you live, and who you're representing.
Good evening, council. Dustin Roach. I live in Greenfield, Indiana, right up the road. I'm the president for Teamsters Local 135. Councilor Reed, I appreciate your prayer that you stated. And in that prayer, you stated something along the lines of help us remember of who put us here and who we represent. So on behalf of all these workers here, we appreciate that, and we hope that you guys remember that. For the past 20 days, our union members have been on a lawful, peaceful strike for one simple reason: to be recognized by Horseshoe Casino, operated by Caesars Entertainment. We're getting feedback. I just shut it off then. How about that? All right. All right. So operated by Caesars Entertainment as a union that they've chosen to represent them. For 20 days, these workers have stood on that line with dignity, respect, and discipline. We've had no incidents, zero trouble, and no arrest. In fact, many of your law enforcement officers have treated us with professionalism and respect. They've recognized that we're exercising our federally protected right to strike for union recognition, a right protected under the National Labor Relations Act. But now I'm standing here tonight because something has changed, and it's not the people in this room. I was informed today that your city attorney reached out to the prosecutor asking the judge to issue a warrant for my arrest for trespassing. Let me be clear. This isn't about trespassing. This is about the city of Shelbyville doing the casino's bidding. For 20 days, we've had no problems until the city got involved. That's not a coincidence, that's coordination. And I want to ask each of you directly, why is the city of Shelbyville standing with $1 billion out-of-state corporation instead of the working people who live here, who pay taxes here, and keep this community alive? That put you in office. We didn't ask for trouble. We asked for fairness. We didn't bring conflict to this city. Caesars did when they refused to recognize these workers' union after a clear and overwhelming majority. You say you want to be a community that's worker-friendly, but I'm here to tell you, actions speak louder than words. If you believe truly in fairness and democracy and the right to organize, then you can't stand on the side of corporate power and call yourself neutral, because neutrality in the face of injustice is complicity. We want worker-friendly politicians. We demand worker-friendly politicians, not politicians who are friendly to corporate influence. We want a city government that supports its people, not one that tries to criminalize them for standing up for their rights. So I'm asking you tonight, stop this. I know we have a teacher on the board who is probably a part of the union. I know we have a brother here that talks about remembering the constituents that put him here. So stop this intimidation. Stop the interference. Let these workers continue their strike safely and lawfully. And while you're at it, I have city county councilors here from Indianapolis, Indiana right now. While you're at it, walk down to that picket line, talk to them. They're your constituents. They're mothers, fathers, they're veterans, they're your neighbors, and all they're simply asking for is a fair shot. Because the truth is, this isn't just about a casino. It's about what kind of city does Shelbyville really want to be? Does this city stand with the working people, or does it stand with the billion-dollar corporation Caesars Entertainment? I'm here to tell you right now, we're not going anywhere. And if I gotta sit some time in Shelby County Jail, then albeit I'll sit in Shelby County Jail. Cook me a hot meal, because I'm a big man. We will continue to stand strong. We'll continue to stand peacefully, and we will continue to stand one day longer, one day stronger, until justice is done. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. As indicated, we wouldn't be responding to this topic. It's not on our agenda tonight. I'll entertain one more speaker if you have someone.
Come on, Dakota.
Is there any kind of time crunch I'm on?
2 minutes. What's your name, please? Where you reside, please?
Yeah, my name is Dakota Massman. I work at the Horseshoe and I actually live in Indy. My bad. I've been working at the Horseshoe for 5 years now. Worked in the State House before I started working here, so got a little bit of touch on the politics. I'm happy to be back in one of the people's rooms. But I do want to say, a place like Caesars is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. We are families from around here trying to unite and come together. Now, within the inner politics of a business like this, that's truly just gross corruption. You should look into the manager who runs this place. He runs places into the ground, screws people under him. Our Christmas bonuses we used to get 2020 to 2021 are gone. He gets 140K every 6 months. Man, I used to get 500 for my nieces, shit like that. That was real. But now he gets 140 every 6 months, stuff like that. He's screwing everybody in our casino, you know, and stuff like this. We need folks like you to stand with us, prove to us that democracy does work. We're here doing what we need to do, coming here, asking you, what can you do to help folks like us? We need you, man. Caesars has plenty, dude. Like, you guys have probably been in there yourselves. You've seen what they do. You've seen the amount of money they make. It's public information. So we're not asking for a lot, and it costs $0 to end this strike. $0, guys. And we'll go right back in. And I'm sure you know companies like that don't like unions. They're gonna do everything they can to bust it up. They blasted us with propaganda on all the TVs. They're always telling us something, well, we don't know about your jobs. Yeah, I get it. You want to take my job for doing something like this, but you can't say it. I get it. But that's what's going on in there. There are people in that casino working that don't want to, that would love to be out there with us, but just are scared, man. And that's intolerable. These people are living in fear, man. So we're out here banding together, trying to do the right thing. We picked our union. There's what? There's 140, 150 of us standing out there every day. We got folks with diabetes, stuff. People are sick out there, but we're doing this because we believe in it, damn it. You know, and I believe in these people. There's a lot of good people, and the working class needs stuff like this. They need to see unions, folks coming through for each other. I'm not doing it. I don't work at Horseshoe because I expect to become rich or a millionaire there. Nothing like that. I do it because I love what I do. I love dealing dice. Roulette's a damn good game. It's fun. Oh, my apologies. I work in a casino. We have no kids. I'm sorry. I'm not used to it. I'm sorry. Sorry. Absolutely. So this is just working families. We're trying to come together and fight for something a little better for all of us, you know? And I think that's pretty reasonable. We're trying to do the right thing and go through all the right ways. And we need democracy to work for us. Tell Caesars, like, don't do this. Like, don't involve us in this. And this kind of stuff can then implicate a smaller town like this and like much grander things like federal lawsuits and all that. If like there are federal laws being broken, which we believe there have been. So I guess that's kind of what I got to say. You know, we're honest people just out here. Like, we're not here to scare anybody, intimidate. You know, like Caesars has enough for $5, but we get paid like $6 an hour and the rest is put on the guests, you know? So Caesars has had enough. For years. They've gotten away with this. They can cough up a little bit more, help everybody else out. You know, tell them to accept our union, please. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your comment. One more. Please keep it kind of brief. We've been on this topic a while. Okay.
I live in Shelby County.
What's your name, please? What's your address?
My name is Joseph Wilson. I live in Shelbyville, 134 North Walnut.
Okay.
I have family, grandparents have lived in Cloverbush Village there, and since the fifties. I started the casino 3 years ago, and I thought that I had done something phenomenal. I thought that I had really found my works. It was challenging. It was very, very challenging training, but the pay was great, and I was happy to be there. In the last 3 years, my pay is just, I've worked more hours, I have more game knowledge, more experience. I've been offered dual rate manager positions or supervisor positions, and yet I'm making 500 less every paycheck, and it's not just me. If it was just me, I'd humbly find another job, but it's obviously not just me, and I feel robbed. And now I feel robbed not only by my employer. I tried to take a stand. Now I feel robbed by my government. So that's what I have to say, and I hope that you'll stay neutral and stay out of the side of the money and the greed, and stick up for what's right for the people of the county who put you here.
Joe Douglas, lifetime citizen here, 1875 West, 350 South. I know a few of you up there. And you guys need to help support these guys. I supported most of you up there. I would like to see you guys back these guys. And we're strong and we ain't gonna give up. So thank you for your time.
Thanks, Joe. Name and address, please.
My name is Erica Hacker, and I live in 9904 Comb Run Court, and I live in Avon. I just wanted to get over here because I know you guys said that was the last one, but I have been with the company for 6 years when it was Indiana Grand. And I wanted to speak on behalf of my family out here. We don't get to see a lot of our families at home, and we work with a tight-knit group of people, and every single one of these people are my family. Okay. I work holidays with them. I work weekends with them. I work long hours with them. And I'm fighting with them. We have become more of a family outside of that building right now than we have felt in a very long time inside this building. We are standing together with different races, genders, religions, beliefs in any politics. And we are all here together, standing together right now. That does not happen very often in this society. These people out here are the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. And you guys need to realize that we bring a lot to this county, bringing people in to that casino, and we are getting undervalued, unappreciated, and we're tired of it. As a single mother that has started working here, and all these other people out here working 2 or 3 jobs just to get by, while these people are talking about beach houses and brand new cars they're buying for their family members, while we're out here just trying to survive, it's disheartening. It is very disheartening. And if you look at every single one of these people, we are all amazing people right now. I don't know if you guys have how many family members that you guys have, but this is my family. And if people try to treat your family like that, how would you guys feel?
Okay. Guys, I appreciate your time. I don't know if there's anybody present with comments on any other topic. If so, okay. On the same, different topic?
It's the same topic.
We're done with that. We need to move on. Thank you. So, but not having any other, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. Motion to adjourn.